Yeah, we talked before about the importance of not devaluing what you do as an integrator, and this is great evidence, for why that's so important, right? You look at these margin numbers, you might not win a project, but you also don't win if the project isn't going to be profitable. So, the companies here that indicated that they earn less than 5% hardware margin probably
Mhm.
won't be around next year when it comes time to take this survey. Um, but that's kind of oversimplifying it, isn't it? Right? Because sometimes it can be tricky. They might be putting out proposals that reflect, low margin on projects, but they're charging more for labor and making up the difference there, like we just talked about. If they're going to stay in business, they just have to make it up somewhere. It just has to happen somewhere. So to answer your question, Dan, NSCA sees that around 30% margin is about the average that we're seeing, and the majority of our members have in the high 20% overhead, right? So follow that, very simple math, and you see that there's typically only a few points to play with there. It's very simplistic math. The problem is that a few years back, so many integrators found themselves in this race to the bottom, right? So integrators were seeing opportunities for rebates on the back end, and they're being willing to take on more volume and trim those profit margins. But that leads to problems with cash flow. So it all comes down to how we value ourselves. If we are selling equipment at 5% or 10%, we're missing the point of how important it is for that end user to have that level of technology that we're capable of providing. So the warning would be, that integrators don't have to be involved in that race to the bottom. What they need to do is they need to focus on understanding the value that they deliver to their customers.